a gentle spirit, which makes for an amazing connection with animals. Dave Clevin, known as that Critterman, also has a terrific way of communicating who and what various animals are about. And he's with us this morning. He has a beaver, a ferret, and a Texas tortoise. Do I need to come down there with you?
Come on down here. Yeah, well, we're going to want to be down here for this last animal anyways. It's a baby. This guy here, you can actually hold if you want to. Yeah.
Hi.
This is a Texas tortoise. They were an endangered species until fairly recently, where they were upgraded to threatened, which just goes to show that we are headed in the right direction on protecting animals in Texas.
So what's happening different? Why is he
laws and regulations and people having an opportunity to learn about how important these animals are. This is one of the animal ambassadors that's featured in our library programs this summer, where they're calling Dig In and Read is the reading club theme this scene for all the libraries. We appeared about 30 different libraries this summer.
So you hang out with kids all summer long, telling them about animals.
All year long. Yeah, this is all I do is do wildlife education programs. And so this guy here's about 20 years old, and
will he get bigger?
He'll get to be a little bit bigger, around about 8.5 inches across from side to side. But as you can see, he's not afraid of anything. He was actually confiscated from someone who had him illegally as a pet. And that's what I was talking about, the laws and regulations.
So you could not have a guy like this at your house?
Not a Texas tortoise. The Texas tortoise is a protected species in Texas. And it's laws like that that are helping to protect animals like that. And I'm actually going to bring out another guy here that is a domestic ferret. And I bring out this domestic ferret because we talk about the black-footed ferret, which is no longer found here in Texas. Their cousins disappeared from Texas about 70 years ago, and the recovery program that's taking place is done an awesome job. They've started releasing black-footed ferrets into about 8 states. But Texas is not one of them.
Why not?
Not yet, because they need to find private landowners to donate the land and to agree to all these things to allow the black-footed ferrets onto the land, where they also have to agree to leave the prairie dog population alone, because the black-footed ferret, they are the primary predator of prairie dogs.
They eat prairie dogs?
Yep. Well, of course, they don't usually go after the adults. They go after the easiest ones to catch, which are usually the babies. But yeah, this is the primary predator of the prairie dog. And you can see that they're perfectly built for hunting. Oh yeah, his name is Slinky. Yeah, you can see that long, flexible body there. Here, we'll show him a little of his flexibility there. Yes.
I'm not sure he's loving that.
Oh no, he actually sleeps in that position. No, he's just hyperactive.
Does he bite?
You know what? Any animal with teeth can bite. I never tell people that an animal can't bite, but they only bite out of fear. there goes Tex there. They only bite out of fear, or they bite if they're hungry. And so, he's been around people as well his whole life, and so he's very comfortable as well. But the ferret is a very important part of what takes place in nature. We talk about food chains and food webs with our audiences. Of course, sometimes we just have some fun. I'm going to be appearing at the Taste of Addison this weekend and doing programs at their children's tent. And we like to incorporate, some fun into our programs as well.
Dave, I think you lost your tortoise.
No, I didn't lose him. He's not that fast. Yeah, he's not going to get too far away there.
Should I get him?
Oh, if you want to get him, you can. I'm going to pop Slinky back in there, because the real reason I wanted to come on today is because it's not often that we get a new animal ambassador.
You have a new animal ambassador?
A new animal ambassador, and this guy is still very young. We've only had him for a couple weeks.
What is he?
Well, he is an animal that is found in the waterways around here. And this animal was in kind of the same position as the tortoise quite a while ago.
What is this? Look at his feet. No, seriously, look at his feet.
We'll get him forward here a little bit here.
Is he going to like me, or are we going to have a problem?
There's this, maybe you can see. That'll tell you what this is. So
you have a beaver.
This is a North American beaver. Yep, this is North American beaver. And they are a rodent.
Can I pet him?
Yeah, you can pet him. At one time, the fur coat of this animal was considered more valuable than gold, and that's why they were disappearing. But the beaver is proof that laws and regulations work. This animal has turned around. They are no longer considered threatened or endangered. Their comeback is so huge that they are now considered a pest. This guy was trapped along with a sibling, and of course, when they trapped him, he got separated from the rest of the family, which is how we ended up with him. So
he's an orphan.
He's kind of like an orphan.
Beaver.
He's kind of like an orphan, and the problem is now is that it's becoming harder and harder to find landowners that will let you release them out into the wild. So
it is so fun having you on. Thanks for being here. Hey, if you want more details about Critterman and his appearances, log on to critterman.com.